Load order is one of the most important aspects of Skyrim modding. With MO2's built-in feature, it has been perfect so far. However, let's take a look at the load order optimization tool. Head on over to Nexus mods and search for loot. Can't find it? That's because Nexus mods recently restructured their mod categories. Loot will no longer be under Skyrim Special Edition, it is now under Modding Tools. Once you've found it, head on over to the Files tab and select Manual Download. Once downloaded, visit your Downloads folder and double-click the Loot application to begin. Select your language. Now select your location. For those following the complete guide with the Skyrim Modding Hub folder, we're going to select our folder as the location. You can choose where you want it installed, but keep it outside of the game directory. This will install a loot folder containing the application and needed information inside. Click Next. We want to ensure we download and install the latest master lists, references to the main master game files. As for the desktop shortcut, we want to avoid this because we need to ensure we run loot through MO2 and not on its own. Click Next and it will install. If you launch loot, you will notice that all of your plugins are not visible. It has only recognized the main master game files, and this is because loot is not configured to run through MO2 where we've installed our mods. So now let's head on over to MO2 and install it through there. In the drop-down tab at the top right, loot may have been detected by MO2. If it has, it will appear on your executables list. If not, select Edit. Click the plus icon at the top of the window. Select Add from File, navigate to your loot installation and select the loot executable. Title it Loot. The binary path will be the executable. The start-in path needs to be the loot folder where the executable was located. Check the boxes for Force Load Libraries and use Applications icon for desktop shortcuts and click Apply. And under Start-in Arguments, type Game equals Skyrim Special Edition. Select Loot from the drop-down list and click Run. If correctly installed, you should see a list of your installed mods and your Creation Club content, if applicable. First things first, let's sort our plugins. Click Sort Plugins. Now let's take a look in more detail. Firstly, our warnings across the top. As you can see, we have a number of warnings, but if we look at the column to the right of that, you will see that there are a number of dirty plugins, and most of our warnings are down to these. Dirty plugins are the result of changes from the original records, followed by them being changed back to the original after. It's pointless. They're not dangerous or game-breaking per se, but they are making the process longer. This can be addressed in SSE Edit. However, if there are changes that it is prompting you relating to the original game files or the Creation Club content, it is vital that these are left alone. You should always avoid manipulating the original game files at all times and focus only on the mods installed when it comes to cleaning or changing data. So if we find a mod as an example, we can right-click and you'll see a few options. Select Edit Metadata and it'll bring up a new window in Loot under our mod list. Now we're only going to focus on these tabs. Load After. If you require a specific mod to load after another, we can set up a rule here to enforce it to load after another mod. Incompatibilities. Should it directly conflict or not work alongside another mod? Dirty plugin info. This will list the record changes resulting in a dirty plugin. As mentioned before, the outcome will be the same as the original, as the first mod makes a change and the second mod changes it back. These tabs will help us identify any problems that could result in an in-game issue. Having access to all this information and the option for us to add our own sorting rules form the main reason for installing loot over the built-in function of MO2. Hence our use of the sort feature has suited us perfectly fine so far. Naturally, once you install and use loot for your modded build, you must ensure you no longer use the sort feature within MO2 itself, and only use the loot tool from there on forward. You may decide to install loot right at the beginning of a mod build in future and avoid the sort feature entirely to simplify things. That, of course, is entirely up to you. Perfect time for a brew.